Welcome to Beta Phase. This is Aaron, and for today's video, we are going to start back in the year 1993. This was the year that the original Doom was released. And Doom has a soft spot in my heart. It was the first PC game that really sucked me in. I played the crap out of this game. First, I got a hold of the shareware. And for those of you that don't know, shareware was a marketing system that game developers used where they would release part of the game so that you could try it out and then decide if you wanted to buy the full game. And for Doom, the shareware that you could get for free was the first episode, which was reasonably long and gave you some good gameplay time. And I played that over and over and over and over again. Eventually, I managed to save up enough money that I was able to buy the full game, and I played the full game over and over and over again because I really didn't have a whole lot else to play. Plus, I loved the game. Fast-paced, shooting up stuff. You could feel big and bad and mean destroying these demons. And then in '94. They came out with Doom 2. And I managed to get a hold of that one, and I played that one over and over and over again till I knew it by heart. I dragged my computer and my old CRT monitor over to my friend's house, and we blew each other up and played against each other. I downloaded the software and made my own levels and had a lot of fun and got a lot of play out of this one game. Doom was very popular in its time. It actually spawned a series of novels, I think 3 or 4 of them, which I read, and they were all right. They were kind of fluffy, but fun. You know, nothing deep or mind-bending, but kind of fun. Also, there have been a couple of movies based on the video games. First off, there was just Doom, which, if I remember right, starred The Rock. And then there was also Doom Annihilation, which came out relatively recently. If you'd like to find out more about the original Doom movie, my friend Tammy over on Kicking and Streaming has just released her review of that video. And so I'll put a card up in the upper corner here so that you can click on that. And if you are curious about the movie, you can go see what she has to say about it. 10 years later, back in 2004, they finally brought out Doom 3. With updated, more realistic graphics and a more extensive storyline. And so that's what we're going to be looking at here today, is Doom 3. I know that Final Doom just came out, plus there was a reboot back in 2016. But we're going to go back to the origins, back to the final game in the original trilogy, Doom 3. And I tried playing it when it first came out. I couldn't really get into it, which is odd because I love the first 2 games so much. But now that Doom Eternal is out, I thought I would go back and give it a try, fill in this little hole in my gaming history. And it's a pretty good game. It's a little more heavier on the storyline than the first 2 were. The first 2 games, you are just there to kill demons. In Doom 3, you have a more fleshed out storyline. You have a big bad guy who did not exist in the original 2. And they kind of retell the story in more depth and more detail. However, Doom 3 does not quite feel like an out-and-out Doom game. It just does not have the feel of the original 2 games. It follows the basic storyline. It has the same monsters. It has the same weapons, more or less. But the original Doom games, Doom 1 and Doom 2, were fast and furious and run into the middle of things and blow stuff up. This is a much slower paced game. There's more empty space, more you're not being constantly attacked. There's a little bit. It's more of a horror game really than it is a first-person shoot 'em up game. Also, one of the things that I noticed is with the weapons, you actually have to reload your clips, which you did not have to do in the original game, and so that slows things down and kind of breaks up the flow as well. Don't get me wrong, it's a good game, and I'm enjoying it, but it just doesn't really feel like Doom to me, mostly because of the pacing. You don't feel like the big badass Doom Slayer that you did in the original one. It's a much more cautious approach to gameplay in this one. Would I recommend it? Yeah, it's on Steam for cheap. Yeah, I'd buy the game, especially if you get the BFG edition, because that does include Doom 1, Doom 2, their add-ons, as well as Doom 3 that has been remastered with some quality of life improvements as well. And so if you like running around, a few jump scares, getting a little bit lost, and blowing up demons, give it a try. Just don't be expecting the fast run and gun of the original Dooms or Doom Eternal. Also, if you'd like to view my live streams, I actually stream on Facebook, and I will include a link down below to that. I have been streaming Doom 3 quite a bit, and you can even view some of the past streams there. So I will link to that down below. And that is it for me. I will see you all in the next video. This is Aaron signing off.